born to be a beta-addict. When does life start? From which point on the timeline should we search for answers? Dr. Arthur Janov presents in his book, The Biology of Love, the results from his decade-long praxis. One of his main points may surprise most people. When it comes to understanding a person's life, how he approaches and solves problems, prenatal life is the main source. We can utilize this information immediately by connecting it with the knowledge that both parents live day in and day out in beta, all the way through the pregnancy as in the rest of their lives. Even conception and birth are highly influenced by beta, although the actual incidents might happen in other states of mind. There may, of course, be many reasons for sexual intercourse. However, in order to penetrate the veils of early trauma, the main focus will be on conception. When a couple comes together in a state originating in beta, the attention will typically be with the gain. As previously stated, gain with respect to sexual intercourse is lust for pleasure rather than creating the bodily space for a soul's new earthly experience. Thus, for the soul in question, this is a very unpleasant start, and for many, the feeling of being fooled is present to a degree where they have to consider the deal and eventual break. If they stand it through, this feeling of, my mother was not present for me during conception, will persist throughout the person's life and give an underlying reason to inhibit their every move. Ultimately, many of the death causes listed above have their origin in the emanating belief, I do not deserve to live. Being in beta, the mother centers her consciousness in one point, namely the head, which leaves the rest of the body in darkness, a consciousness void, so to speak. Here, in conscious darkness, in a cavity of the mother's body, the child feels left alone and forgotten. Except, of course, for the moments of happiness and concern, the moments when she happens to feel connected to the child, or when pain strikes. This problem is not entirely caused by the mother's beta addiction. Modern society may demand her to leave home early every morning in order to do work in a shop or factory, or even nursing other people rather than taking care of her own family. Basically, this problem persists throughout the pregnancy, the birth itself, and infancy. The child will have to compete with the other factors in mother's life. For the parents, and specifically for the mother, it is often felt like an unrightful demand of attention, which, by the way, may seem correct from a beta point of view. From a delta point of view, though, where delta rather is the source of life force, as we will return to below, this is all about the right to the infant to live and thrive, which is primarily possible within the realm of the thriving delta mother. The young mother in picture 33 to the left from 1905 shows this perfectly. She belonged to the tiny Onge tribe living in the Andaman Island to the west of Thailand. There is nothing separating her from her infant. A few months ago, it was in her womb. Now it is outside from a physical perspective, that is, in terms of the life field. Neither for the mother nor for the child there is much of a difference. It still lives within the etheric realm of the mother, wholly protected, feeling safe and one with her. Then look at the already familiar jogger in picture 33 to the right. She is of course trying to give her child a good sleep and fresh air. Nevertheless, she is not only totally focused on the jogging, she also drives herself to the limits and is engulfed in pain. Mixed with endorphins, of course. Her child has no room in this equation, except as dead weight, that is. There is no way this child can feel embraced by its mother. Furthermore, the child is facing the world, even confronting the world as a forerunner. It is driven out into the world of beta by the mother. Why would a mother do this to her child? Because she herself was abused as a child and kept in beta all life long.